Good evening. Welcome to the 2021 Athletic Award Night. What an honor it is to be here tonight, to be able to present these awards. Most definitely my favorite day of the year as we get to celebrate our young athletes, our coaches, and everyone involved at Tennessee High School as far as the athletic program. To get started, a couple things I want to say real quick and we'll get started. But first of all, I want to give a round of applause to these young athletes that have persevered through one of the most toughest years that I can ever imagine. So at this time, I want to say thank you to them, and I want to ask for your help. Next, I want to say thank you to our coaches. I want to say thank you for showing your toughness, showing your Viking pride, and showing who we are here at Tennessee High School. So I want to ask you, athletes, parents, families, and guests, help me in saying thank you to our coaches with a round of applause. And last but not least, parents, grandparents, friends, families of Tennessee High School, I sincerely want to say thank you for your patience with me as the athletic director, our athletic department, and everything that we've had to go through this year at Tennessee High School. Thank you for everything that you've done and the continued support that you've shown, not only for our athletes, but for our coaches and our school. So thank you guys. Now here comes some fun parts. I enjoy this part. Tonight, we have to do things a little bit different, as you can imagine. I love it when we do this in the auditorium and we got the lights set and we're all maroon and everything. And tonight we're just not able to do that because, as you can see, we're spaced out. Some of us are wearing masks, some of us are not. But I love it in the auditorium. But I'm glad we're able to do it tonight and move in here to Viking Hall where we can do this. But tonight we have two very special hosts with us tonight. Not only their hosts, but are they two Pappy Thompson finalists for Tennessee High School this year, and they are wonderful. I've asked them to, they're nervous. Tonight may not be perfect, but it's okay. I haven't asked them to be perfect. I've asked them to show their personality. I've asked them to enjoy this and have a good time for this. They're two wonderful students, just like everybody in our crowd here. Our student athletes are wonderful. You absolutely look amazing tonight. Thank you for dressing up. Thank you for coming to this. But tonight, our special hosts are Miss Grayson Phipps and Mr. Evan Jones. Thank you, guys.
I'm not actually nervous. He was just kidding. But good evening and welcome to Viking Hall. I'd like to say a special welcome to School Board Member Jim Butcher for being here. And I would like to introduce Evan Jones to do the toast to the girl athletes.
Good evening. Who runs the world? Girls. Our cross-country girls, that is. Racing through forests over all kinds of terrain. Emma, Jidney, and Sydney run even in the rain. With grins on their faces, the breeze in their hair, these girls blast past their opponents, leaving them in despair. We next move into Viking Hall, where the girls play volleyball. Jemiah and Sydney jump high, spiking balls into their opponent's eye. Lauren, Grayson, and Haley get low, digging balls and putting on a show. Ella and Kendra are the Great Wall, blocking balls with their big old paws. Dunks and jellies are these girls' games. Riley, Annie, and Tori were simply insane. Dropping the other team like flies, watching them was always a surprise. Spin moves and screens, smooth as butter. These ladies will make your heart flutter. Callie, Lydia, and Haley were quite the squad, dancing seamlessly like peas in a pod. These girls swept the slate, fearlessly leading the dance team to state. On top of that, they came to every game, putting all the other teams to shame. Out on the golf course, Isabella, Noelia, and Kaylee were quite the unstoppable force. Baby fades and buttercuts for days. These girls deserve all of the praise. This team should have been named Animal Control because of the amount of birdies they made in the hole. Next, we'll go on to the castle. We had no idea what was in store. Claire gave goalies a hassle, but on Abby and Keegan, no one could score. The endless hours of running these girls had to endure, but Mooney's enthusiastic words of encouragement kept them wanting more. Staying on the field, we came to cheer. Sierra and Kylie acted as a spear. They tore through the enemy team's armor, raising our spirits and making theirs darker. Adriana, Brooke, Lauren, and Lauren Scream and shout. Through thick and thin, a football win was what they were all about. Heading out to the track, Abby and Riley ran like they were being attacked. Sprinting and jumping were their thing. You'd think they were criminals were it not for their bling. Next we have Sydney and Emma running the mile. The crazy thing is, these girls always wore a smile. Faster and faster, around and around, pummeling their competition into the ground. We can't forget about Kaylee and Chloe Grace, throwing and pole vaulting like they were in space. Coming into the pool, we see Emma and Elisa. Boy, are they cool. Lapping their opponents while swimming breaststroke. All of the fans are absolutely stoked. Grace, Phoebe, and Mary lead the relays, pushing the team on while the queen lays. Swift and smooth they swim, their bubbles being eaten like a soft, soothing hymn. Finally, our softball team made springtime exciting, hitting bombs and constantly fighting. Keegan and Emma get double plays, while Tori, Bree, and Abby run like a blaze. Grayson sits behind home plate, hoping to lead the girls to state. We see the Viking pride running through these girls' veins, each giving their all for the Viking name. Good luck to you girls in your amazing future. Don't ever lose that sense of humor. So here's to our Lady Vikes, and thank you for wearing maroon and white. Up next, I'd like to welcome Grayson back to the stage to introduce the boys.
As another school year comes to an end, we gather around and plan to commend. So join me and raise your glass as we honor the male athletes of the senior class. We'll begin in the castle under the lights where our boys played hard on Friday nights. Michael, Isaac, and Aaron, quick on their feet, running the ball hard helped us to compete. In the end zone, ready to catch a touchdown pass, Isaiah, Dom, and Big Z were key for this task. After the touchdown, don't forget about the extra point where Jenkins snaps to Kraft, who then kicks it out of this joint. On the other side of the ball, our defense was stellar. You better hope you don't run into Jaden Keller. Henley, Leonard, and Rosenbaum were relentless on D, making all of their opponents turn and flee. Connor and Bryce, who every team dreaded, always play tough and very level-headed. We can't forget about the boys who protected our quarterback, Booer, Snap, and Gaynor, all preventing a QB sack. Blaine, Hunter, and JD were all on the line. These boys were fun to watch shine. Now we move over to the greens, where our boys crushed the ball off of the tees. A birdie here and an eagle there, Micah and Evan were always prepared. Cole Self, who was a putting king, was always working to perfect his swing. Congrats to Jack, whose season was no tickle, heading to state, not double but triple. Let's take it to the course where our favorite boys run. Cheering them on was always quite fun. Logan and Jarek led the pack, but the rest of the boys weren't far back. Will and Ethan ran like the wind, while Bryce and Jonah would only full send. Hot on their tails, let's not forget Zach. With his shoes laced up, he was ready to attack. Jonah and Christian finished in stride. There is no doubt that these boys had Viking pride. As winter comes, it's time to head indoors, where our lone senior Jaden runs the floor. Not only is he good at football, but basketball too. Dunking on a fast break was nothing new. With the changing season, the weather gets cool. Let's take a big dive into our pool. Don't blink or you'll miss him passing by. Here comes Ben Fernandez in the 100 fly. Evan Jones was key in leading this team, which earned him a trip to state in the 50 free. Now we head back into Viking Hall. The mats are down for the wrestlers to brawl. Ketchum and Fields going for the pin. These two studs rarely fell short of a win. Not once, not twice, but 3 times at state, Reese Nelson went and ate, leaving no crumbs on his plate. Over at the Todd, our boys put the time in, always making us proud on the diamond. Mason Johns threw the heat to Nick, making it hard for any opponent to get a hit. Jarek and Austin ran the bases fast. The boys were sure to never look back. Leading the infield, CJ and Bryce let no balls by. Behind them was Cole Preston, who caught every pop fly. Congrats to the boys who ran the bases. Now let's head to the courts where our boys served up aces. With support on the court from Ferris Raheem, surely nothing could stop this team. Jonah and Evan were kings of the net. Their victorious volleys we'll never forget. Stewie and Caden can really hit. No wonder their opponents always wanted to quit. Great job to these boys in singles and doubles. With skills like yours, you made quite the rumble. Once again in the castle and under the lights, where our boys' soccer team ruled the nights. While Jason and Fabian sent opponents running for the fences, Bryce and Parker covered defenses. Thank goodness for Lucas, whose skills were quite rad, and Logan could make any goalie look bad. Now off of the grass and onto the track where our runners run fast to lead the pack. So these boys we could never repay for Jaden and Big Z running the relay. Our man Isaiah had unmatched throws. His skills on the field made him one of the bros. So here's to the guys who had Viking pride. Thank you for bringing us along for the ride. No matter the field, court, track, or pool, thank you boys for making us all look cool. And now I would like to introduce Miss Anderson and Coach Vance, who will give the Firecracker Squad Award.
Okay, so this award is given to a member of our Tennessee High School Firecracker Squad, which is our all-inclusive spirit team. The recipient of this award has been a member of our squad since its creation in 2018 and has shown an abundance of school spirit every day he's been a Tennessee High Viking. He has been a great teammate, a committed member of our team, and is someone we are going to miss dearly. This year's Firecracker Award is presented to Justin Wright.
And now I would like to introduce Coach McLean to present the Wrestling Awards.
I'll be giving out the Harkey Johnson Outstanding Teammate Award. Coach Johnson recently passed away a couple weeks ago. He served the system for over 35 years. He was a big part of the middle school and high school football programs, and he was the one that started the wrestling program here at Tennessee High. The Harkey Johnson Outstanding Teammate Award goes to Sam Weddington. So hold on to that. Underclassman of the Year goes to Aiden Fennell. And the MVP goes to Reese Nelson.
And now to present the Volleyball Awards, please welcome Coach Mary Johnson.
It's good to see everybody's teeth. It's also hard to follow Reese Nelson. All right, the first award we're going to give tonight is the Miss Offense Award. This young lady led our team in kills this year and was a consistent source of offense. She was also the person that when we played, everyone keyed in on her to stop. She was second team all-conference. She's been a very good player for us the last 2 years, and we would like to wish her luck at the not-so-popular Alabama. This year's Miss Offense Award goes to the brave and the beautiful Jemiah Honaker. The next award is the Teammate Award, and of course these awards are voted on by her teammates. This young lady was a definition of a great teammate this season. She was constantly encouraging, pushing her teammates to be their best. She brought energy, always smiled, jumped around on the bench to pump up her teammates. And I think one of the biggest things about being the best teammate is you have to have her to be a good team. This year's Best Teammate Award goes to Lauren Cook.
Trying to get control, pressure's taking its toll, stuck in the middle zone. I just want you alone.
The last award is the Miss Defense Award. This was the leader of our team from back row this season. She made as big of an improvement from freshman to senior year as pretty much any kid that we've ever had in the volleyball program. She was our team captain, constantly encouraging her teammates and held them accountable. She was co-defensive player of the year and first team all-conference. She's kind, she's a leader, and you always know when she's around due to her kindness, her empathy, and who she is as a person. This year's Miss Defense goes to Grayson Phipps.
And now for the girls wrestling, please welcome Coach McLean again.
I'm back. Sorry, girls. The girls' awards teammate goes to Minnie Connor. And the MVP goes to Joan Weddington.
To present the track and field, please welcome Coach Brad Stubbs.
All right, the first award I'm going to be presenting tonight is the Stephen Dickerson Award. This year, one of the things we do in track, we've got a high-speed camera and we can calculate how the top end that our athletes can run. We call that absolute speed in track. Pretty much it's you're just imagine it being how fast your car can drive. It's how fast you can run. This athlete, his freshman year, he could run 15.12. I went and looked it up in my classroom a minute ago. But he could run 15.12 miles an hour. This year he got so much better, and he actually bumped up to 18 miles an hour. Figure the percentage, that's a huge increase. It didn't hurt things that he grew about 6 or 7 inches. But our most improved award goes to Alex Jones.
They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance.
show you how it goes.
The next award I'm going to be presenting is our Teammate Award. We vote on this. Our teammates vote on this. Our coaches vote on this. What stands out with this young lady is everybody loves this young lady. She's such a good teammate, but one of the things that I noticed as a head coach, when you have new athletes that come to your workouts, they may be really nervous maybe the first day. They don't really know people to associate with yet. This young lady, every single time, she makes everyone feel so inclusive, and she makes everyone feel that they're a part of the team. Everyone likes her a lot. Teammate Lainey Richardson. I skipped over the guys, sorry. Our guy teammate, what stands out with this next young man? Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to be here tonight. Something emergency just now came up, but I will say this, we train with advanced student athletes that run track and field, which is kind of unique, but one of the things that he did that really, really stands out is he became a role model for advanced student athletes, and it was just so cool watching him kind of be a positive coach / role model with these kids. This year's Teammate Award, Cooper Conley. He's a thrower for us. I'm going to stay jumbled up. I'm going to go back to the girls, back and forth. Most Improved Female Award for us this year. One of the things that we do at the beginning of track season each year is we give them a questionnaire. One of the questions on this questionnaire, what do you want to get from running track? Why are you running track? When we were reading through these questionnaires, we noticed this young lady's response was unique. She said, I'm only running because my dad is making me. And she came out, and you could definitely tell that she had never run track before. But one of the most amazing things happened over the course of the next couple of months. She got so much better. And it was just such an awesome thing as the coaching staff to watch her improve. And not only that, but her mindset changed from my dad's making me run to, hey, I can be pretty good at this. And we love her. She's a big part of our program. This year's Most Improved Award goes to Abigail Dishner. Back up to our guy MVP. This was almost unanimous. This guy's records kind of speak for themselves. He broke a 44-year-old school record in triple jump, and when he not only broke it, he broke it by almost 2 feet, which is huge. The old record was 43 feet. And this was from 1970. There's our historian, Coach Merle. 1977. Donald Duff. But anyway, he broke it by almost 2 feet, which is just, usually when you break records in track and field, it's by an inch or two, or maybe a foot. 2 feet is just amazing. Some other accomplishments, he was our conference champion this year in the 100-meter dash, which is huge. I can't wait next week, he's going to be competing and representing Tennessee High at the state track meet. We look forward to being a part of that. This year's Rupert Smith Memorial MVP goes to Jaden Keller. Our final award tonight, our Girls MVP Award. This young lady, she's also broken a lot of records, just like Jaden. This year she broke 3 school records. One of them was a 41-year-old record from 1979. That was in the 1600. She also set our school record in the 800 and 3200 as well. That's 3 school records. One other thing that I'll mention that was kind of unique and really cool to be a part of, at our conference, our Big 11 conference track meet this year, she, for only the second time in the history of the track meet, she won the 800, the 1600, and the 3200 in one meet, which is only the second time in history that's ever happened. Anyway, big deal. This year's girl MVP, Zoe Arrington. And I will say, I'm looking forward next week. She is also representing Tennessee High, and she's competing at the state track meet in the 1600 and the 3200 meter run next week.
And now, please welcome Coach Ellen Kitzmiller to distribute the tennis awards.
Okay. I'm going to start out by saying that I feel extremely blessed to be associated with this entire group of young ladies and men on the team. They're a fun-loving and talented group of kids, and if you ever rode the bus with them, they put on a great rock concert too. They're really good, I gotta tell you. It wasn't easy this year with all the various quarantines. I'm very thankful that we were able to complete almost every match on the schedule. Both the girls and the boys teams were extremely competitive. They swept many teams, 9-0. And the close matches were literally separated by just a few points. I'm very proud of them, not just because of what they've accomplished, but also how they have handled both victory and defeat. I want to thank Anna and Steve and all the parents, because it took an army. And I also want to mention GPAs. GPAs for these boys was 3.75. That was an extremely high GPA for this group. And for the girls, 3.64. If it were up to me, I would give everybody an award, but I can only give 3 girls and 3 boys. The sportsmanship is up there, so I will probably mention the names, but let's start out with the girls, ladies first. Let's start with the Teammate Award. This award is given to the player who creates a strong bond with all of their teammates and builds a sense of community between each person. The winner of this year's award cheered from the sidelines and even on the court for her teammates. Her encouragement created a sense of unity among the team, which will continue to strengthen this team in the future. She is a second-team all-conference selection, and the recipient of this award is Lily Rosser. The Girls MVP Award goes to the player who possesses a strong mindset and competitive spirit. This person demonstrates not only a consistent work ethic, but leadership that motivates others to elevate their own skills. Playing every match at #1 singles and doubles, she compiled an outstanding winning percentage. She is a first-team all-conference selection, and the recipient of this award is Kiona Phillips.
I hope I said that.
Feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I know what you feel like. Feel it coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. Feel it coming. I feel it coming.
Okay. All the sportsmanship awards will be announced probably at once, so I do want to mention it's Bailey Bechtold. You probably know because your plaque is up there. Okay. By the way, all of these are voted by their teammates. Let's go to the boys. The teammate award is being given to one of the most enthusiastic players on the team. He could be heard, literally, from every court, cheering for his teammates. He was asked to play many positions and adapted to each request with a positive attitude and an eagerness to help the team in any way possible. He is a friend to everyone, and obviously so, because his teammates voted him Teammate of the Year. This year's recipient is Jonah Mai.
Let's go. Books further down the street. Pull way down low. No sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat?
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and mention big boy Andrew Stewart got a sportsmanship award voted by his teammates. All right, good job. All right, for the boys MVP award, this player always put his team first. He has a tremendous work ethic and has an outstanding winning percentage. He has worked extremely hard to refine his skills and elevate his game even higher. This player has the ability to assist others to elevate their game. He is Conference Co-Player of the Year, and he's also the recipient for this year's Boys MVP, Hagan Oakley. And thank you very much.
And now I'd like to welcome Coach Johnson to present the Swimming and Diving Awards.
I said my family's probably confused. The first Mary Johnson was called up here, and they're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like her. The first award for swimming is the Girls Teammate Award, and this is chosen every year by their teammates. Our award recipient for the girls was always smiling, is kind to everybody, and has a fabulous attitude. She is our resident cheerleader, and she would swim any event that was asked without any questions and with the gigantic smile on her face. Our Girls Swimming Teammate Award is Mary Hufford. For our girls MVP, we actually had a tie this year. Our first MVP recipient led the girls team with a total of 318 points for the season. She was a finalist at conference, earned a spot on the second all-conference team, and is also part of the girls state team. She also served as our girls team captain. Our first MVP for girls is Grace Johnson.
Ways to love ya, got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh.
And now Brian Colley will introduce the second MVP.
So I'd like to start with some stats. I'm a diving coach, by the way. The last time a diver won swim team MVP was 15 years ago. The last time a girl won was in 1984. I confirmed that maybe 45 minutes before we got here. This athlete was amazing to work with, continuously pushed herself outside of her comfort zone, and I'm just super proud of her. First team all conference, top 10 in state. The co-MVP is Kaylee Mosier.
Baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love you. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love you. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh,
For boys swimming teammate, again voted on by fellow swimmers. This swimmer was chosen because he was always there to cheer on his teammates, and he always encouraged those around him to work hard. He consistently swam one of the toughest events, and most of the time did it with a smile on his face. The Swimming Boys Teammate Award goes to Ben Fernandez. And our final swimming award is called the Maybelle Davis Most Dedicated Swimmer Award. This award started in 1987 by the grandmother of Wes and Cliff Buckles, who were two outstanding Tennessee High swimmers. This award is given to the senior swimmer who exhibits dedication to the sport at all times, often rising above and beyond what is asked for by the coach, and this athlete is chosen by his or her peers. This award is one of my favorites to present because it recognizes an athlete who goes that extra mile. But this year, representing this award is extra special to me because I was the first recipient in 1987, and this evening I have the pleasure to award that to my daughter, Grace Johnson. My page just got out of order, sorry, I missed the boys MVP. This young man was one of our leading forces for the Tennessee High swim team. He scored a total of 249 points for the team, was named to the first all-conference team, was also a member of our state team, and he also served as team captain. And this year he competed at our state swim meet while juggling volleyball and tennis all at the same time in the same week. And our MVP for boys swimming goes to Evan Jones.
To present the Viking Boosters Alan Sweeney Award and the Viking Pride Award, please welcome Coach Wade back to the stage.
The Alan Sweeney Booster Club Award is given to the Booster Club member that has worked tirelessly through the year to help us with our booster program here at Tennessee High School. Not only this lady helped us by working, her son has graduated, but through her bookkeeping and record keeping, she helped us find over $50,000 for our booster club in her efforts. And I'm not sure she's here tonight, but this year's winner was a winner from last year also, Miss Lisa Thompson. Our next award is the Bill Bingham Viking Pride Award. There's a lot of things to say about the Bill Bingham Viking Pride Award. And as I mentioned before, if you've been here for the last 4 years, when I've had the pleasure of giving this award away every year, I tell the same story. One of the first things that happened when I became the athletic director at Tennessee High School, I called a couple former Vikings and asked them, I said, what's it like? What's my job need to be at Tennessee High School? And they said, Coach, you need to be Bill Bingham. And I've determined over the 4 years I can't be Coach Bingham. I try my best. I turn to Coach Bingham pretty regularly. I had 2 phone conversations with him today, in fact. But to give this award, and I think our coaches understand the meaning of this award. I think our community understands the meaning of this award. I think this person is going to be totally surprised who receives this award this year. But the gentleman that's going to win this award this year has spent his last 22 years as part of our Viking football program. And it's with honor and pride I present the Bill Bingham Viking Pride Award to Coach Mike Mays. Our next award, the Tom Brown Memorial Award. Coach Andrew, you want to help me with this? The winner of the Tom Brown Memorial Award is Fabian Marquera.
And now to present the Boys Soccer Awards, please welcome Coach Andrew Snyder.
I'd start this off with jokes, but Parker Cox isn't funny, so I'm just going to move forward here. So a great teammate is always there for his brothers. He never quits on them and always boosts their confidence. He's a leader, a teacher, a mentor to the other 31 young men on the roster, and as chosen by his teammates, the 2021 Teammate Award goes to 2-year captain, senior Logan Streetman. The Most Valuable Player Award goes to the one young man who led our team in more ways than just in-game performances. All of our successes this year would not have occurred were it not for him. Therefore, as voted by his teammates, it's my pleasure to announce our 2021 MVP, is currently at the beach, but I will gladly say his name, Senior Captain Alex Moore. Excuse me. The Marcelo Dinsmore Award is named in memory of Marcelo Dinsmore, who was an All-American Tennessee high school soccer player who tragically lost his life in a car accident his senior year here at Tennessee High. It's awarded annually to the underclassman who sets himself apart from others in terms of skill, leadership, character, and potential for future glory in our program. As chosen by his coaches, this year's award goes to freshman James Bowling.
And now, please welcome Coach Mooney to distribute the Girls Soccer Awards.
Good seeing everybody. Welcome. And I'm doing the girls soccer, obviously. I'll go ahead and take that. For our teammate award, we were lucky enough to have them voted on the girls, and we actually have 2 recipients this year. One is basically the girl you want to see every day at practice. She's the one that comes in with a smile, always has something nice to say about her teammates, and makes it a pleasure to get to coach, and that is Bridget Flaherty. Well, Bridget was definitely kind of our, the person that was always nice to be around and fun. Our next teammate award was the one that motivated us, that was basically had everybody's back, that was always the person that went out there and you knew she was going to give it everything she had every single time, basically kind of like the middle linebacker of our defense, so Abby Chandler. Before we get to the MVP, I just want to take a second. We also have another award. It's the Sportsmanship Awards. Other people have talked about it. And our recipient was Claire Helms. I don't know if you know much about Claire, but she's an outstanding soccer player, and maybe second or third game in, maybe. Claire scored a game-winning goal for us on a header, which is not something you see too often, and she tore her ACL and cut her season short. So just thought I'd say that. I see you back there, Claire. On to our MVP. This girl, when she came to us as a freshman, I didn't think the soccer was probably her favorite sport, but luckily I was able to persuade her a little bit. So I don't know if it's her favorite sport now, but we'll definitely take it. Her passion for the game and her ability to work hard, she was one of those girls on the field where she always erased other people's mistakes. She always, worked incredibly hard, not only on the field, but also at her craft. She's constantly the player that would call me over and be like, "Hey, Coach Mooney, I'm kicking this ball. It's not going where it's supposed to go. Help me out." And, that's the characteristic of the MVP I want, which is somebody that's always going to work their hardest. So our MVP for the soccer season was Keegan Myers.
To present the Boys Golf Awards, please welcome to the stage Coach Bob Zeigert.
Well, Coach Wade changed the program on me because I wrote a Pulitzer Prize winning speech because you said I thought they were just going to read it out, so I'm not ready. Golf Teammate Award goes to a young man who 4 years, he's made all conference, but he's always, as you can see, smiling and carrying on. Always has that smile on his face and helping out others. Evan Jones. Before I present the MVP, I just have to say one little sentence. It's been a real honor for the last 51 years for me to be associated with Tennessee High School, and you young people are really, really lucky to go to school here. You'll leave a little piece of your soul here, and it happens to everybody. It's not just a brick and mortar school. It's a place that's kind of home for home away from home. And I appreciate it. I thank everybody for all the help over the years. And the golf MVP, I had a long list of records: low score 9 holes, low score 18 holes, low score away from home, low score at home, season average, 3-time going to the state tournament, which has not happened in the last 50 years that I know of. A fine young man who is signed with East Tennessee State, my alma mater, Jack Tickle.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to introduce all of our Sportsmanship Award winners. If the Sportsmanship Award winners would please stand and remain standing, and if you guys would hold your applause until we've announced everybody. For baseball, Bryce Snyder. For boys basketball, Isaiah Foote. For girls basketball, Kendall Cross. For cheerleading, Brooke Littleford. For boys cross country, Jonah Mai. For girls cross country, Emma Davis and Grace Singleton. For football, J.D. Pickett. For boys golf, Cole Self. For girls golf, Madeline Simcox. For boys soccer, Fabian Marquera and Dakari Wheeler. For girls soccer, Claire Helms. For softball, Grayson Phipps. For boys swimming, Paul Letson. For girls swimming, Sophie Arnold. For boys tennis, Andrew Stewart. For girls tennis, Bailey Bechtel. For boys track, Cooper Conley. For girls track, Lainey Richardson. For volleyball, Ella Robertson. And for wrestling, Tyler Fields. If we could give all these folks a round of applause. Those Sportsmanship Awards, if you didn't pick them up on your way in, are in the lobby.
And now, if everyone could please welcome Coach Richard Enzard to the stage to present the awards for girls golf.
The girls' golf team had an outstanding season this year. They finished with a record of 62-2. The last 2 years, their record has been 125-5. They repeated as champion of the Morristown Invitation with over 20 schools taking part. They won the conference. They repeated as district champions. They repeated as regional champions. And they finished second in the state, losing by 1 stroke. So these girls set the mark for girls golf at Tennessee High, which I don't think anybody will ever break. For 3 years, the girls that played on the team, their overall record was 185 wins and 15 losses. So you can see these girls worked really hard. I mean, every day they'd be at the golf course. So the teammate award this year is Noelia Atkins. And the MVP is Isabella Atkins. Isabella also finished 4th in the state and was selected to the All-State team. Both the Atkins girls will be playing at Tampa University next year.
I'd now like to introduce Coach Testa, who will present the softball awards.
Okay, well, first of all, obviously I'm extremely proud of this team. It has been definitely a group effort, and so it was really, really hard when we were coming up with the winners for these awards. For our MVP this year, this young lady was first team all-conference. She led us in batting average and a lot of other offensive statistical categories. She was a leader on the field and in the outfield for us. One story that I'd like to tell about her, this is just kind of how she was and the type of player she is. When we were at Cherokee, we were down, and we kind of dug ourselves in a little bit of a hole, and every time she got up to bat, I could see in her eyes that she was going to turn the game around. And in softball, that's awfully hard, because it's definitely a team effort. She ended up hitting a home run, and then in the 6th inning, we were still down by a run, and we had 2 outs. Kenzie Orfield got a triple, and she got up to bat. Coach called timeout, talked to her pitcher, and she came down and talked to me, and she kind of had, I tell people, crazy eyes. I could see in her eyes, and she just looked at me and she said, "Coach, I'm going to hit this." And I said, "I believe you." As I could see it in her eyes. And she walked up to the plate, and the girl put it in there, and she crushed it and tied the game up. And then, lo and behold, in extra innings, you put a runner on second base. We got to that point where they put a runner on second base, and here we go. Kenzie Orfield's on second base. And I'm not sure what the coach was thinking of the other team. I definitely would have put her on and not let her beat me. But again, she came up, and I could see it in her eyes, and she hit what ended up being the game-winning run. And like I said, that's just the type of kid she was all year long, very reliable, offensively, defensively. So our MVP this year is Tori Ryan. This next award, I don't know if I can get through this without crying. we renamed our teammate award the Gabby Kennedy Teammate Award. All of you guys are well aware of the type of person that Gabby Kennedy was, and the teammate that she was to these young ladies. So I think it's only fitting that this year her team, or the team, decided that for the first ever Gabby Kennedy Teammate Award, it would go to Gabby Kennedy. Obviously, she wasn't with us on the field, but she was with us on the field every game. So I would like for our seniors to come up and accept this award on her behalf.
And now I'd like to introduce Coach Preston Roberts to introduce the baseball award.
Well, this wasn't on the script, but I would like to mention that that I was the head JV golf coach this fall and had a blast. If I could just speak real quick about Bob Zeiger, who just retired as a golf coach. I think he just said 51 years. I do believe he is definitely the winningest golf coach in the state of Tennessee, if not the nation. So if we could just one more time, I had a blast. Tonight I'd like to give the Ted Alexander MVP award to a young man who just was a pleasure to coach. He had an outstanding senior season. Was one of the main reasons that led us to 4 consecutive regional appearances, which was obviously one of our team goals. But I remember him talking before the season about an individual goal, you know, of trying to be a better hitter and trying to work on, you know, that was one of his weaknesses before he goes to college. And he said, you know, Coach, I want to hit 400. I'm like, okay, wow. You know, that's truly the sign of a really good high school hitter. And so set out a goal to do that. And actually ended the season, I just finished the stats last night, he hit 404. So he set out to accomplish that goal, and he did just that. But also was one of the best defensive shortstops that I've ever had the pleasure to coach. This year's Ted Alexander MVP, C.J. Henley.
Come on, y'all team. Y'all are crazy.
Todd Houston Teammate Award goes to, this year, it goes to one of the best kids I've ever had the pleasure to coach. He works incredibly hard, both in the classroom and on the baseball field. He goes above and beyond to support his teammates. He's, you know, just a true teammate. He picks guys up when they're down. He does the little things around the ball field that people take for granted. You know, whether it's helping set up for BP, carrying the ball bucket to the bus, the Gatorade cooler, things that people really just turn the other way whenever somebody asks you to do it. So, 3.9 GPA, like I said, just this tells you how much of a teammate he was. It was out of 20 guys in the clubhouse, he was the unanimous pick. This year's Todd Houston Teammate goes to Jarek Juarez.
present the Doc Maples Award, a prior Doc Maples Award winner, Coach Arnold.
So first of all, this award means a lot to me just because I knew Doc personally, and just getting to know him as an athlete when I was here, and then going to visit afterwards. He's just an upstanding person. So it means a lot to me, and the recipient of this is very deserving, and that is Tori Ryan.
And to present the Jeff and Debbie McMillan Awards, Mr. Barry Wade.
Jeff and Debbie McMillan were Booster Club members for many years. Had a son and daughter that went through the program that contributed to the Booster Club. And this award is presented by the Booster Club. It's a $500 scholarship for a male and female. And this year's winners, the male is Bryce Snyder, and the female is Grayson Phipps.
At this time, we're going to announce the all academic team members. These are seniors who achieved high academic standing while playing sports at Tennessee High. If the members of this team would please stand and everyone hold their applause until we've recognized everybody. Each of these people also has a certificate in the lobby, so if you didn't pick that up on your way in, make sure that you pick that up. These can be found on the inside page of your program as well. Isabella Maria Atkins, Noelia Faith Atkins, Donovan Blaine Bishop, Logan Matthew Boer, William Carpenter Burris IV, Abby Elizabeth Chandler, Lauren Laurel Cook, Kylie Madison Cross, Emma Aline Davis, Lauren Constance Eckley, Benjamin Edward Fernandez, Ethan Charles Francis, Sydney J. Freeman, Riley Morgan Fritz, John Barrett Gaynor, Chloe Grace Isabella Ginter, Haley McKenna Goodman, Hunter Lee Hawthorne, Annie Valerie Hayes, Claire Marie Helms, Carrick Joshua Henley, Haley Reese Hollis, Jemiah Elizabeth Honaker, Mary Chambliss Hufford, Mason Calloway Johns, Grace Ashton Johnson, Evan Thomas Jones, Micah Owen Jones, Jarek Peyton Juarez, Jason Christopher Christ, Bryce Thomas Lay, Brooke Alexandra Littleford, Jonah Quantrong Mai, Fabian Marquera, Lucas John McClintock, Abigail Grace Miller, Kaylee Joy Mosier, Caden Reese Myers, Keegan Alexandria Myers, Virginia Lynn Osborne, Grayson Elizabeth Phipps, Zachary Wade Pittman, Cole Reagan Presson, Ella Grace Robertson, Brianna Faith Sandifer, George Nichols Self Jr., Sydney Elizabeth Smith, Bryson Garrett Snyder, Andrew Blake Stewart, Logan Michael Streetman, Emma Gracine Terry, John Jack Douglas Tickle III, Kendra Brooke Townsend, Lauren Elizabeth Urbani, and Lydia Grace Vinson. These are your all academic team members for the Tennessee High School senior class.
Now I'd like to introduce Coach Mike Mays, who will present the football awards.
also want to congratulate Coach Zeiger on a tremendous career. Coach, you're going to be missed. And I want to congratulate Coach Testa and wish you good luck Saturday. I'm going to start with Offensive Player of the Year. This guy was our go-to guy. He never disappointed when his number was called. He's blessed with great size and speed, but an unbelievable work ethic. Meets me in the morning at 5 o'clock to work out. So we're excited about his future at Virginia Tech. This year's Offensive Player of the Year is Jaden Keller. All right, next is Defensive Player of the Year. This guy was a tackling machine all over the field. Was our statistical leader in numerous categories. Plays football the way it should be played, fast and violent. Was feared by many teams. Defensive Player of the Year is Connor Bailey. Next is his teammate, Tommy Peters Teammate Award. This is a special award because, to be a teammate requires a lot of sacrifice. To be a really good teammate, you got to care for others and cheer for others' successes. This guy could be counted on to give everything for his teammates. Had multiple injuries through his career, never missed a practice. Even when he was hurt, he came out and supported everybody. One of the toughest kids we've ever coached. This year, Tommy Peters Teammate Award goes to Devin Rosenbaum. All right, next is the Lynn Galloway Award. This goes to a guy that's a high character guy. He's got like the jack of all trades, does everything for us, Mr. Everything. Played linebacker, running back, quarterback, punter, punt returner, and probably played any other position we asked him to. He's got a rare combination of being tough, smart, athletic, and an unbelievable competitor. This year's award goes to Bryce Snyder. I was crying for Coach Chandler because he started for 3 years. The next award, last award is the Bill Bricker Award. This usually goes to the guys, our best linemen. Offense and defense, play both sides. Explosive player, outstanding instincts, unbelievable motor. He was the leader on our team for 2 or 3 years. battled back from injury last year to have a great year. This year's Bill Bricker goes to Logan Boer.
Coach King will present the awards for cheerleading.
Good evening. My name is Kimberly King, and I'm the head cheerleading coach. Like all sports this year, it's been a challenge for my girls, but I'm so proud of how they've come together as a team and ended up having a great season. While I'm extremely proud of my entire team, and I could talk about them for hours on end, I won't do that, but I would like to take this time to honor 3 of my senior cheerleaders. The first award I'm going to give out is the Leadership Award. This girl exemplifies a true leader. No matter what was asked of her, even as crazy as my idea might have been, she always did it with a smile. She was always willing to help, teach, and most importantly, encourage her teammates. I truly believe that my team would have not been complete without her on the squad, and it's been an honor to coach her. This year's Leadership Award goes to Brooke Littleford. The next award I'll be giving out is our Most Spirited Award. The first time I ever met this girl, her smile was infectious. She exemplifies a perfectly spirited cheerleader, but her spirit goes far beyond that. Her positive attitude and heart of gold lets her spirit shine in her everyday life. She is a joy to be around, and her contagious personality made her a vital part of our team. This year's Most Spirited Award goes to Lauren Urbani. She may not be here tonight. I don't see her, so we'll get that to her later. All right, our last award for the evening is Best All Around. If you've ever watched this girl cheer, you know just how talented she is. She's one of the most gifted cheerleaders on my team, but that's not the only reason that she's getting this award. She's an all-around great student, athlete, and teammate. This year she served as our captain, and her optimistic attitude helped turn a tough year into a great one. I always enjoyed watching her interact with her teammates. She loved her team, and they loved her back. I'm thankful that I've had the opportunity to coach this young lady for the last 2 years, and I know that she will go on to do great things. This year's Best All-Around Award goes to Lauren Eckley.
I'd now like to welcome Coach Nunn to present the Boys and Girls Cross Country Awards.
All right. It's good to be in Viking Hall tonight. Last year we were giving these things out at early graduation, practice, and where we give them out at. But it's good to be back tonight. We got a few awards tonight. The first one we're going to be giving is the Girls Teammate Award. This Teammate Award winner was voted on by her teammates. She's a 4-year letterman. She has always had great character, always been a great teammate. This award could have gone to any one of our girl cross-country runners, but the teammate award goes to Jenny Osborne.
So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance.
Our Girls MVP Award, we changed the name to honor Anna Cooper. Anna Cooper ran cross country for us here for 3 years, went on to Tennessee Tech, and had a very successful cross country career there. Graduated from Tennessee Tech, and just a few short months after that found out she had cancer. About 6 months later she passed away. So we have renamed this MVP Award after her, in memory of her. This young lady, just adding to many things she accomplished in track already this year. One thing that I want to add to the track is she's only the 5th female in this area that's broken 5 minutes in a mile. And she's ran 4:58.2 this past weekend, or last weekend at the sectional meet. And but she also, the Girls Cross Country MVP Award winner, had an outstanding year. She was the first Viking to win the Bristol Cross, to my knowledge. She was conference champion. She finished 2nd in the regional meet. Went on to finish 8th at the state meet with a time of 18:24, breaking the school record. And then just a couple of weeks later, she went on down to Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, where she finished 15th at the National Cross Country meet with a time of 17:49, and receiving All-American status. The Anna Cooper MVP Award goes to Zoe Arrington.
So keep dancing. Everybody sing.
Before we give out our next award, the Boys Teammate Award, as you all know, we lost Gabby. We also lost one of our cross-country runners in a car accident this year, Logan Smith. And Logan was a special person. This first year he came out and ran with us, but you never knew what Logan was going to bring to practice or to a meet. And always smiling, always fun to be around. But I just wanted to mention Logan tonight because as I've been sitting over there watching his awards and thinking about teammates and all that, Logan was a great teammate. And we just want to remember him tonight also. But the Boys Teammate Award, the Boys Teammate Award winner was also voted up by his teammates. As always, he has a positive attitude, always a team player. He exemplified being a team player at Bristol Cross this year when one of the teammates wasn't going to be able to run the JV race later in the afternoon. But this young man gave up his varsity spot while we ran early in the morning so this young man could have a chance to run on that particular day. And the Teammate Award goes to Ethan Francis.
Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows
last award will be the Tom Merle MVP Award. It's good to have Coach Merle with us. He's been back with us, helping with the track team for several years now. It's good to have him. He started the program here in 1974. He started the cross-country program here at Tennessee High School. But this young man, our MVP award goes to a young man that's always given 110% on the cross-country course, the soccer field. Fall break, he took off, him and Jarek took off, took a bike ride to Washington, D.C. Week before our conference meet. Just missed being all conference. A week later, he came out and made the all-region team. Just missing qualifying to the state meet by one place. But this award goes to Logan Streetman.
At this time, we're going to introduce all of our athletes who were first team all-conference or better. Again, you can find this list on the back of your program. And we would just like each of these athletes to stand up. And again, your plaques are in the lobby if you didn't get them on the way in. For baseball, Evan Mutter and Cole Presson. For girls basketball, Tori Ryan. For boys cross country, Logan Streetman. For girls cross country, Zoe Arrington. For football, Connor Bailey, Logan Boer, Jaden Keller, Levon Montgomery, Isaiah Smith, and Bryce Snyder. For boys golf, Jack Tickle. For girls golf, Isabella Atkins, Noelia Atkins, and Madeline Simcox. For boys soccer, Alex Moore. For girls soccer, Sophie Arnold. For softball, Keegan Myers, Grayson Phipps, and Tori Ryan. For boys swimming, Evan Jones. For girls swimming, Kaylee Mosher. For boys tennis, Brandon Istvan and Hagan Oakley. For girls tennis, Kiona Felitz and Ellison Kovach. For boys track, Ezekiel Johnson, Alex Jones, Jaden Keller, Ian McCrae, Caleb Smith, Ben Spa. For girls track, Zoe Arrington, Riley Fritz, Hadassah McDonald, Kaylee Mosher, Hannah Plum, and Liz Rouse. For volleyball, Grayson Phipps. And for wrestling, Perry Roller. Let's hear it for all of our first team all-conference athletes.
I'd now like to welcome Coach Bright to present the girls' basketball awards.
It's awesome to see people in the stands during the season. The girls and the boys played most of the season without people here. But they kept moving forward. They suffered a terrible tragedy and 2 or 3 quarantines, and we're very proud of them for persevering and moving forward. The first young lady I'd like to recognize was voted by her teammates. We had actually co-MVPs this year. She is a 3-year starter, honorable mention all-conference, all-tournament Hardee's Classic. She served as a captain for 2 years. She is a very fierce competitor. We are very proud of her accomplishments, also in track, as she'll be competing in the state track meet next week. It's been awesome to see this young lady develop this year in her leadership and what she did for our team, and that's Riley Fritz. This next young lady will also receive the Team Co-MVP Award. She is a 2-year starter, 2-year captain. She led the team in scoring. She averaged a double-double, which is really unheard of for this entire season. She was a unanimous first-team all-conference player, and in fact, she told me with those same crazy eyes, Coach Testa, that she was going to be first-team all-conference. She told me that last year. She had the determination that we'd love to see in an MVP. She will finish her career as 3rd in rebounds in the program, and it's my pleasure to present this to Tori Ryan. All right, this young lady will also be receiving a teammate award. That's really unheard of, to get voted by your teammates for most valuable player and a teammate award. Says a lot. She's faced many challenges this school year, but she's always kept her teammates, also her coaches, as her priority. She's serving them as a captain while exemplifying what servant leadership is all about. We're very proud of all her accomplishments. You've heard her name quite a bit tonight, but more importantly, how she's grown into such an inspiring, strong young lady. We're looking forward to watching her at King University. That's Tori Ryan. I do have to give a shout out, like Coach Mays, to Coach Zeiger. He's been a mentor for a while, and I appreciate you. You're a legend, Coach. Also, Coach Mays, I know he's retiring. He's had a great run. I've been here longer, but you are older, Coach Mays, so congratulations. You've already talked.
And now I'd like to introduce Coach McMeans to present the basketball awards.
I guess I have to lead them guys too and tell them when to get out of their seats. Our first award, we're going to do our teammate award first. It goes to a kid. At the beginning of our season, we started out with a bunch of kids in quarantine, a bunch of kids injured. This kid got injured his last football game. And if there was ever a kid that had a reason to not show up every day or to go work out or go do something else because he was on to bigger and better things, going to Virginia Tech, it was Jaden. He showed up to every bus ride. He showed up to every practice. He made his teammates better. He was someone that they looked up to and wanted to be like, and he just made us all a better person. And I know he's been up here all night for all these MVPs and everything else, but I think this shows what kind of person he was. So Jaden Keller will win our teammate award. Next, we're going to do an MVP award. The first one we're going to give out goes to the kid. We had to lean on underclassmen this year, and we needed our sophomore class to really be good if we were going to compete. It's really unfair, I think, to have young kids kind of be your best players and lead a team. But these guys, there's two of them, these guys stepped up every single night. The first kid was WCYB News Channel 5 Player of the Week. He averaged almost 31 minutes a game out of 32, which is unbelievable as a sophomore. He played every position on the floor. He's a great passer and rebounder, scorer. He can just kind of do everything. We're glad he's going to be back with us for the next 2 years. The first one, MVP, Brandon DeFore. Our other MVP award goes also to a sophomore who led us in scoring. Had to have him every single game. Was the same way we had to lean on him, depend on him. He also averages 31 minutes a game. Them two guys just had to be on the floor for us, and great for them. They responded every night. Also glad he's going to be back with us. Both of them guys were top 15 in the area in rebounding and top 10 in scoring. So that's a pretty big accomplishment for sophomores. This kid was second team all-conference. It was the Johnson City Press, most promising underclassman. So our other MVP would be Wade Witcher.
Coach Barnett will now present the dance awards.
Hi everyone, my name is Kirsten Barnett and I've had the privilege of being the head dance coach for the past 2 years. This year's had its setbacks for everyone. It's been hard to adjust to this somewhat new normal, but these girls have proven to be resilient through absolutely everything. They always came into practice and game days with a smile on their face, ready to do their very best. All I could ever ask of them to do is work hard and give their best every day, and they did that and so much more. I'm so proud and grateful to have had the opportunity to coach this group of young women, and I can't wait to watch them grow in their future. The first award I'll be giving will be the Teammate Award. The recipient of this award has incredible qualities, one being leadership. A leader is someone who knows the way for themselves and shows the way for others, and this dancer is absolutely a leader through and through and has had a huge impact on the dance program for the past 2 years. I'm so grateful to have watched her grow and to have been her coach. This year's Teammate Award goes to Lydia Vinson. The next award I'll be giving is our MVP award. I think every sports program has those athletes that just make you better at your sport just from being around them. This dancer has pushed everyone to grow as dancers. She takes her sport very seriously and always puts her best foot forward when she performs. And with that being said, this year's MVP goes to Miss Callie Danielson. And I would also still like to take a minute to recognize our sportsmanship winner because she's had such a big role on our team. You don't inspire your teammates by showing them how amazing you are. You inspire them by showing them how amazing they are, and that is exactly what this young lady has done for the past 2 years. She always makes us laugh and brings out the best in us all. So with that being said, our sportsmanship winner is Haley Goodman.
Coach Wade will now present our final awards of the night.
Before I present the final awards, I'm going to ask Coach Zeiger to come up, please. Coach, would you come up with me here? And Coach came to me earlier, and he said, Coach, when I give out the golf award, I'm sort of going to sneak out the door. And I said, no, you're not going to sneak out the door. A lot of people have said a lot of things tonight about Coach Zeiger. When I tell him we're going to do things for him, he don't show up. So I didn't tell him he was going to have to talk tonight because he wouldn't have came. I didn't tell him that I was going to bring him up here because he wouldn't have came because I was going to embarrass him. I've given him a plaque. I have told him thank you. But tonight before we leave, I want our Viking Nation to tell Coach Zeiger thank you and tell him exactly what he has meant to Tennessee High School with a round of applause. Thank you, Coach. Hey, Coach, I got you.
Now Coach Wade is going to be presenting the TriStar Awards to our athletes who played 3 sports this year. So if those kids will come up to the front, Coach Wade has a medal for you, and we'd like to get a picture of all of our 3-sport athletes. So when I call your name, if you will come up here, if you are here. Will Cox. Catherine Curtin. And yes, y'all can applaud these people. Austin DeGear. Peyton Fagans. Nolan Hudson. Evan Jones. Jaden Keller. Paul Letson. Jimmy Phipps. Ada Ritchie. Evan Smith. Ian Webb. Mazzy Wilson. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your TriStar Award winners, our 3-sport or more athletes.
Actually, Evan was a four-sport athlete, as Evan competed on our club volleyball team this year for the Coosa High Vikings. So, four-sport. Each year we vote the Coach of the Year. That's voted by our coaches, for our coaches, and it's such an honor to present an award that our peers have selected for us. This year, 2020-2021 Coach of the Year, Ms. Jen Testa. Best all around. This year's male best all around is Mr. Jaden Kelly.
What are you looking at?
This year, in the female best all around, we have co-winners. Our first one is Zoe Arrington.
Just a small town girl.
And our next best all around female athlete, Grayson Phipps.
Born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you for being Vikings, and thank you for allowing your kids to participate in sports at Tennessee High School. Have a good night.